going over Ninka Kiwi's Update 41 for Bloons Tower Defense 6. In this video, we're going to be covering all the cool changes and balance changes and the new sub and all of that stuff. But we're also going to be talking about the things Ninka Kiwi is also working on, which includes but not limited to the Atlantis marine-based water tower, such as the Mermaid Monkey. They're going to be adding a new jetpack hero into the game and also potentially bringing mods into Bloons officially with a way for you, the players, to earn money while playing Bloons Tower Defense. So stay tuned. This is going to be an amazing video. And if you enjoy these more technical things where we go in depth on the future of Bloons and kind of go in more detail of just the Bloons universe, please hit that like button. So I'm not going to be going into the super major things about this update, such as the sub Paragon and the map and some of the things. We've already covered that in a previous video, which I highly recommend you go and check out. We're going to be talking about some of the other changes that go past it. So in this update, though, they did add the new sub Paragon, the Nautic Siege Core, which is really awesome. I think they did a phenomenal job with that. New map, Sulphur Springs, really fun map. I like that. Normally, I'm not a fan of new maps, and I don't really play them that much, but this map I can definitely see being added into the normal rotation of videos. So happy to be starting the year with a new Paragon, with our launch ready for the version of BTD6 on a Vision Pro, and with our PlayStation version ready to submit. This is something that I'm really excited about that I want to share with you guys. As mentioned in December, we have been working on systems to help highlight the incredible content players are creating for maps, challenges, and odysseys. We are framing this around accolades, visual tags that other players can purchase as IAPs to express their praise for any given curation. There will be 10 of these at launch, each of them expressing support for the visuals, hard work, intelligence, fun, and challenge of player creations. The IAP structure is central to the revenue share back to the player creators, as a portion of that IAP will be paid out via their Nexus.gg account. Along with the accolades and rev share, we'll also be featuring player creations in new ways to try to share the spotlight as broadly as possible amongst creation the community is enjoying. We're intended this for update 42, so wish us luck as there's a lot of back-end UI. What does this mean, friends? This means that you can earn money in Bloons. That's what this means. The revenue share back to the player, and it will be paid out to their Nexus.gg account. This is the same thing as Creator Code 2D. Like, that's the same company that pays me whenever you guys use Creator Code 2D or any of your other favorite Bloons content creators. And Ninka Kiwi, I've talked to Ninka Kiwi about this, and they want to be creating a system where you can earn money by playing Bloons. Like, this isn't some joke or meme. They want to be able to make it so you guys can actually make money by making maps, by doing and creating things. And so I think that's amazing because, well, Ninka Kiwi makes money from Bloons. I make money from doing Bloons. I think you guys should be able to make money doing Bloons, and we'll be able to create a community where everybody can actually be able to make money. Enjoy making maps, and you do really good stuff, and you're able to get a little bit of money here and there to be able to get some things. I think that's really cool. And I think that also encourages more creation and stuff. So I think this is amazing job. I think this is so cool and so exciting. They're adding a new hero. We're not ready to reveal the name just yet, but still in the first half of the year, we're planning a jetpack hero. Think multiple mobility upgrades, switching between two weapon types, more bouncy projectiles because they are such fun and cool build synergies with other flying monkeys. Okay, a jetpack hero monkey? What? Ninka Kiwi, get it? A new monkey tower by Northern Hemisphere Midsummer. We're hoping to add an all-new monkey tower to the game. New towers with all their cross-paths and combinations with other towers take significant iteration. So we've been working with this concept for a non-military water unit. Whoa! A non-military water unit! Holy cow, that's so cool! Every time we'd see fan art in this direction, we bite our tongues. But yes, from the depths of Monklantis! Oh my gosh, they're adding like a mermaid monkey. They're doing a mermaid monkey. Holy cow, it's real. It's real. A mermaid monkey. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Team events. Bosses are tough. Extra hand split. Popular team events. We're planning a boss rush event where aggregate play against the boss is the way to succeed. Oh my gosh, okay. Game editor. This is something that's also really exciting. Building from the framework of the map editor and working with existing modders of BTD6. Existing modders of BTD6. I'm not going to say anything, friends, okay? I'm just going to say, this is what I'll say. I'll say I have been talking with Ninka Kiwi, and I will say that I also work with modders, okay? I'm not going to say anything else, okay? I'm not going to say anything else, all right? But you guys can hopefully put 2 and 2 together. We hope to deliver in the last quarter of the year a full functional game editor with the ability on all platforms to change stats, damage type, and projectiles of monkeys, have more choice with round sets, and have sandbox tools that allow the creation of new game modes like progressive gun game or roguelike upgrade choices to allow for completely new game types. That's right, Ninka Kiwi wants to take upgrade monkey, roguelike, gun game, basically the mods that we've been working on and playing on the past couple of years, and bring them to you guys as an official part of Bloons. What? We're hoping to have further mod support enabled for PC with Steam Workshop integration and keep building from there. Let's go! Let's go! This is amazing. Some new trophy store items, which is always really nice to be able to have that. A Benjamin pet, which is a mouse, which is pretty cute. Apocalypse mode now grants end of round cash. We've agreed that start strategies feel too limited, especially on harder maps, so this is intended to bring more variety back to the mode. I think that's very cool. I don't know much about Apocalypse mode, but apparently being able to have end of round cash seems pretty nice. And they've also seems that they've added co-op mode for boss challenges, which I really love that. I like being Bloons is a game to play with friends. It's a community-based game boss challenge. Okay, co-op. Whoa. Okay, so you can create. So you're just creating a boss challenge. Look, you can actually play on Bloons. So you can. Oh, that's so cool. So you can pick any map. I don't have this map unlocked, so I can't click on it yet. So any map, and then can you change boss? You can literally pick any boss. So like Dread Balloon, and then you can make it elite. What is battle mode? Oh, cool. So you have different special things. I love that. I think that's amazing. I think that's that adds a lot of content to the game, and I love that you can just play boss battles with your friends now. They've also added a feature to search maps. Players can now search within the maps menu to more easily track down the ones they are looking for. This is something I talked about with Ninka Kiwi and was very glad to see them actually implement. So if we go to a map browser, and let's go to maps. So let's see. So you can search for, how do you search things? Wait. So if I just go to play, search. Oh, look at that. Whoa, monkey met. Oh, whoa. So you can, town setter. I love that. So you can literally just search up any roads that you want now. Okay. /events. No information to display. So what if I click on this? So this shows you all the bonus rewards. This shows you monkey teams. Oh, so that's collection events and stuff. Okay. I think that's really cool. Infernal. Okay, so you can literally just look up maps now. That's cool. That's really cool. Can you do that when you create a multiplayer game? If I try to create a match and I go to monkey. So you can't do it when you're searching for, when you're trying to select a map to play with friends. Hopefully they'll add that in the future, but I still think that's really cool that you can do that in single player. So with the map editor, they've added a cat candy falls pack containing new items, various free spring themed assets, new tags, multi-stage quest now allows for any stage to be replayed without resetting the quest. All right, bug fixes. I think these are all just, I don't think none of these actually matter because they're just fixing it. Removed Herobrine. What? Ninka Kiwi removing Herobrine. What? Okay, that's a good meme. That's a really good meme. Bug fixes, I think nobody really, like, these are cool, but I'm not going to go over any of them. Balance changes. This is where we get into the meat of the update. So to avoid going into same detail each time it comes up, some of the real meaning of camo and damage types, along with the value of many tower synergies / combinations, have been lost with the growing number of towers that have high power but very few weaknesses. In spite of this, we are making efforts to either scale back on excessive power as needed, or bring back some of those weaknesses to justify higher power levels. We think these capability trade-offs are central to strategic planning and combinations, so we'll continue to look at balance in this area. I completely agree. It definitely feels like almost every tower can just deal with everything. You can pretty much solo with every tower. And I think the whole point of Bloons is to have towers that are really good in certain areas that you want to mix and match, especially if you're playing on different maps. For example, I love that, I don't love, but it's good that the tack shooter can just not ever hit camos, right? Like, it just can't hit camos, right? If you want to hit ledge, you have to go top path, right? So it has tons of strengths, but it also has some very serious weaknesses that need to be looked at and addressed for certain things. So Dart Monkey, Spike-a-Pult is too weak. I love this. So Spike-a-Pult, actually, they took away the ceramic bonus, but they made the Spike-a-Pult have 2 damage. That's nice. That's very nice. And the Juggernaut kind of remains the same. Glaives are heavily focused group cleanup with low damage and a high target count. However, this scales poorly into Moabs and late game. So we're reworking Ricochet to a much cheaper but weaker startup cleaning, with more staying a significant upgrade over this. As Glavemore is more heavily concentrated version of the previous tiers, we are increasing its bounce distance to a map-wide Ricochet and increasing the orbital attack consistency. So Glaive Ricochet is now half the price. Literally half the price. But it's half as good. So Glaive Ricochet is just cheaper, but less of good of a tower. But I like that. Nice early game, just get it done. All right, more Glaive's bounce distance remains. More Glaive's pierce reduced just a little bit. And then the attack cooldown. Whoa, so more Glaives actually attacks way faster. Way faster now. That's really cool. So Glaive Lord bounce distance, literally max. Glaive Lord apparently has a global bounce now. So let's say we have a Glaive Lord, and we put the Glaive Lord over here. Okay, so here's our Glaive Lord way down here. So here's one balloon, and we're going to literally just have this go, and then we can just have some other balloons go. So watch this. So let's see it like go across the whole map. So boom. Whoa. Okay, so it literally just covers the whole map now. That's really good. I think that is a huge change. Huge change. For the bomb shooter, just a little cost coming off the balloon impact upgrade, with some cost also moving up from assassin to eliminator to move the usage. So they just changed the price a little bit. Nothing too exciting. Inferno Ring didn't need the pierce reduction that was last applied to the Ring of Fire, so we're adding this back. The recent ability cross-pathing for Tack Shooter was fun, but feels too lopsided as pierce concerns are very niche on Maelstrom. Instead, we want to shift this entire focus around for Top Path to be the rate cross-path for more damage in a shorter amount of time, and leaving bottom mainly about greater overall uptime. Alright, so Blade Maelstrom increased... Wait. So one increases the ability attack speed. Wait, oh, so it increases how fast it attacks now. Whoa. Makes the ability better. Also, what is it? Wait, so they changed it from Sharp to Shatter. I didn't know about this. I kind of knew about this, but let's look. So there's normal, acid, crushing, fire, plasma, magic, explosion, shatter. So shatter cannot pop leads. Wait. I'm so confused. So there's shatter, and then there's sharp. And sharp can't hit frozen. So what's the point? What is shatter? And why is it a thing? Okay, so it doesn't seem to be that much of a difference. So it looks like they're just going to normal, which means it can hit leads. Or can it not hit leads? Because it used to be able to hit leads, right? So is it go... Wait. All right, so what if... Wait. So let's look. Now I'm confused. So Super Maelstrom damage type goes from normal to shatter. Wait, so can it or can it not hit leads? Because it used to be able to hit leads. So can it not hit leads now? That's the question. All right, so... Oh, it can hit leads without the ability. Can this hit it? Whoa. Interesting. So the ability can't hit it, but this can. That's interesting. Okay. So this, I'm interested. So let's see. Let's see what the rate is. So that seems pretty good. And now if we reset it, if we upgrade faster shooting, so this should change the ability speed. Let's see. I don't see a huge difference, but it does change the ability. Does this make it last longer now? So this is basically on the ability. Let's see. Wait, no, the other one definitely had way more. And this one lasts longer. Okay, interesting. I like that. So when you get crosspaths for the Maelstrom, you either decide, do I want more damage or do I want it to last longer? So I think that's overall a very cool interaction that you can have for crosspathing. So they're reducing super glue. They just like changed the glue gunner around a ton. So Glue Storm is more expensive. Glue Strike's more expensive. Those are more expensive. The Glue Hose is cheaper, which is nice because Glue Hose is so crazy. And Glue Spatter is also cheaper, which is really nice. I like. Moab Glue increased. Super Glue is $4,000 cheaper. The damage is lower though, but the tick. Oh wait, no. The damage is lower, but the tick is way better. So if you take the Glue Gunner and let's take a look at the Super Glue. And let's put a Moab. How fast does it attack now? Okay. Whoa, they just one-shot the ceramics. But, okay, so if you go the other route and you get corrosive glue, it changes how fast it ticks. Whoa! And look at how much stronger it is! Whoa, so it doesn't attack as fast. But it melts towers. Look at how much damage it does now. So the interval is way faster if you get corrosive glue. And it actually can do a pretty decent amount of damage. Can it solo a ZOMG though? There's no way a super glue can solo a ZOMG, right? I love this. I love that they're doing a lot more with cross-pathing now with specific towers, giving them pretty consistent buffs and changes overall. Like, look at this. This is a super glue tower that is soloing a Moab. Oh, all right, no, we're gonna get overrun. Wait. Oh my gosh, maybe not. That did really good. We lost about, what, 600 lives? So I think if he was in a better place, that's amazing. He got 16,000 pops. Okay, that is really good. I like that a lot. Sniper Monkey has some very powerful upgrades, but also many poor stepping stones. We felt this tower needed a bigger price shuffle all around, pushing down the cost of underwhelming upgrades, but returning this back into stronger upgrades. So large caliber is now $200 cheaper. Main Moab is $200 more expensive. Night vision goggles is $50 cheaper. Bouncing bullet is $400 cheaper. Look at that. I love that. It's literally just $400 cheaper. And bouncing bullet's a really nice one to have. I love how that builds into it. Faster firing is more expensive. Even faster firing, more expensive. Semi-automatic reduced. And full automatic reduced. And elite defender increased. Okay. Cool. I like that. Oh my gosh, so much for the monkey sub. So we've come back a number of times to add, fix, and balance sub crosspathing over the years of learning through it. Currently feels messy, and we'd like simplification. Heat tip darts don't increase base sub pierce, so it feels silly to require it for maximum pierce on submerged subs. Likewise, air burst shouldn't be required to maximize the rate of submerged subs. Instead, we'd rather give people an easier way to work with the air burst attack if they desire to upgrade it to submerge. Is moving to a new tower special rather than target priority. Ballistic missile always had excessive pierce for what it is, so that's being cut back on. So if this is on submerge and support, and we are submerged, can he still attack? I'm confused. No. Wait. Okay, so you don't have to target it, but you can just pop it in and out. I like that. That's still pretty cool. You can kind of swap back and forth pretty easily. I like that. I like having that button there. Oh, okay. Monkey Buccaneer got a huge change. Aircraft carrier has many problems in general, and we could write multiple paragraphs about what went on with the decision making on this one upgrade. But the too long didn't read. Overhauling the feel with a big shuffle around of stats and greatly improved targeting to make the tower far more enjoyable and reliable. As noted earlier, middle path was identified as not having weakness to justify the power and seeing its changes related to that. So aircraft carrier mini plane grapes can set balloons on fire. Aircraft mini plane frontal darts gain a powerful homing effect. Aircraft mini plane frontal darts damage doubled. The pierce were reduced. Mini plane radial darts damage increased. Aircraft mini plane radial darts reduced. Frontal attack range increased. Aircraft mini planes darts projectile count doubled. Mini planes reduced. Okay. The carrier flagship grants plane grapes damage type fire. Okay. That's really cool. Main attack projectile radius no longer increased. No longer increased. Okay, cannon ship frags no longer shotgun to initial target. Moab taking him down requires camo cross path for DDTs. That makes a lot of sense. Because originally you could literally just get the middle path Buccaneer and get DDTs. But in order to take the DDTs down, you really should have to have the camo detection. Pirate Lord Grapes damage reduced. Pirate Lord Grapes bonus damage reduced. Yeah, Pirate Lord finally got nerfed. Pirate Lord was just too strong. Pirate Lord was crazy. But we got a crazy change to the aircraft carrier, right? So let's see what this looks like. So, whoa, look at that. So they literally have this like special targeting priority. And what if we get grapes? That is wicked. Look, I love that. So they have kind of like a targeting. They can't see behind walls. But look at that. That's really good. That is really good. What if we get like a Moab? That's wicked. That's wicked. This is a really strong tower now. That is a really strong tower. ZOMG, look at this. Versus a ZOMG, melts it. It completely melts it. The Sky Shredder somewhat justifies his power as one of the very best towers in the game. Did they just say Sky Shredder is one of the best towers in the game? Okay. Although everything at this level is a bit too cheap. Exploding Pineapples gained a larger rate bonus from cross-pathing than the main attack did to make up for its base rate being so poor. So we're fixing that poor base rate while keeping the cross-path bonus the same. Centered path these days adds a lot more potential power to Ace than before, and we are moving the price down into it from Never Miss. Never Miss itself is too fun and cool to be lost completely on the very next upgrade. So it's coming back to Spectre as an additional attack, as this main attack back is 204 no longer needs to give additional conflicting crosspath benefit. What? And then they nerfed the Doom ship, but that's fine. Wait, time out. Time out. I gotta see this. They never miss targeting is still on Spectre. This seems very cool. So Spectre, and I don't think it really matters. All right, let's go. Oh, that's so good. I love that. What about Flying Fortress? And so Flying Fortress also has it still. I love that. You get to keep. It did feel like that. You like just lose never miss targeting. But now you get to keep it. And so it definitely makes sense to have rapid fire and have these together for more darts and more mayhem. So overall, I think that's a very cool thing to have. I'm a big fan of that. What else did they change about it? I was just so excited about that. So Sky Shredder price increased by $1,000. Pineapple reduced. Pineapple reload rate. Bombing run no longer increases rate. Center never miss. Okay, that seems about it. So basically they just made the pineapple worse, which is so sad. So with the heli pilot, pursuit will now interact with patrol points in a limited pursuit between points. With this, you will now be able to make your pursuit heli stay on one side on multi-path maps without getting stuck in the middle. Whoa! What they're saying, it looks like, is if you go to, for example, if you're playing on a multi-path map. So previously, let's say you have a pursuit on, and let's say you're going up against round 10, right? So you go up against round 10, and so this is what happens. So you see the heli pilot is just stuck, and he just goes back and forth. And he ends up not really doing all that much, right? So that ends up just not being that good, which is pretty sad. But you also don't want to have it on patrol. So what we can do, actually, is now we have patrol points. Is there a specific one? No. So patrol points. So I put patrol points here. So, okay. So look, so he's patrolling. So he's going back and forth. And then if I do this. So look, oh, so he has a patrol, but he's always going to be following balloons that's on his patrol path. So he's going to patrol it no matter what, but he's also going to prioritize targeting balloons as long as they're all along this pursuit path. So meaning that you can still pursue a single track. That's really cool. That is a really cool mechanic. I think high-end players are going to be able to take a lot of use out of that, and I think that's going to have some very niche but very beneficial uses. I'd love to know if you play chimps or if you play that. Let me know if you actually use that in specific strategy, because I think that's really cool. Mortar Monkey! Such a heavily explosive base tower upgrade to ignore its explosive weakness on every path didn't sit right. Some of the normal damage type on top path is now trading in to make it stronger in other ways. BAD/boss damage was used to help prevent middle path falling flat against strong single targets, but the more recent rework did far better at bringing great power to this path, so we're cutting back on those bonuses again now. Signal Flare is too effective a cheap full map decamo, though a little unreliable due to the lower rate and low radius of decamo. Cost is increasing a little bit, but also with a greater radius for the decamo area to improve reliability and a power buff at Shattering Shells for there to be more of a reason to put a path through Signal Flare rather than stop at it. Cool. Okay, so the top path Mortar Monkey does more damage. More damage. The price was reduced by 1,500 damage. Okay. And now it's still explosive damage, so it can't hit black balloons, which is pretty cool. Wait, no, it's explosion now? Yeah, so it can't hit black balloons, but it's cheaper. And then the Bernie stuff damage increased more. Okay, so like, who cares? Who cares? Like, this doesn't matter. You can't hit black balloons, but you can shred other balloons now. That's more than fine. And then the biggest, okay, so the Mortar Monkey actually got buffed. Like, this is a buff in my eyes. It's cheaper and does more damage. You can't hit black balloons, but if you get Striker Jones, it doesn't matter because Striker Jones allows you to hit black balloons anyways, so it doesn't matter. That's really crazy. Artillery Battery, which is middle path Mortar Monkey. Bonus damage to bads and bosses reduced, pop and odd, so this just doesn't really do much against BADs and bosses, which is kind of sad because that was kind of like a go-to, I feel like, but doesn't really do much anymore, so whatever. Signal Flare Camo removal radius is increased by a lot. The price is only increased by 100. What are you talking about? I guess it's like kind of important, but not really. And then Shattering Shells reduced by a little bit. Wait, was that the only thing? Oh, wait. Shattering Shells Moab DOT damage doubled. Moab damage over time. So you can just do a lot more Moab damage. I think these are all very good changes for Mortar Monkey. Nothing exciting, but I think they're just overall needed and good changes. So Dartling Gunner, Laser Cannon is not great stepping stone for Plasma Accelerator. We think these are okay, so adjusting prices between them slightly. Focus Firing feels too important for Rocket Storm with how wide the base spread is for the ability, so we're improving the base spread significantly. So Rocket Storm ability spread reduced, so it's better. Plasma Accelerator price increased, and the Laser Cannon reduced by $100. Okay, Dartling doesn't really matter. Nothing too exciting happens with Dartling Gunner, which is fine. Don't leave the Dartling Gunner alone. Wizard Monkey, Dragon's Breath getting it nerfed into the ground. Dragon's Breath is too good. Yeah, Dragon's Breath is too much of an early powerhouse. This Wizard Monkey Dragon Breath was outrageous. It was outrageous how good this was. Crazy good. So the DOT doesn't care for high rate, so we're reducing that rate, but slightly reducing the cost of the Phoenix as well. So the Magus currently has higher single target on the Drain Beam than the main spike attack at degree 1. The intended mechanical functionality of this tower prevents Drain Beam being left active at all times. Also, we don't want players to stay on Drain mode all the time, so we are shifting power levels around to give these attacks some overall same degree as one single target power. So Dragon's Breath attack cooldown increased, which isn't really that crazy. Wait. And then they just made the Summon Phoenix 500 cheaper? That's not that much of a attack speed difference. Dragon's Breath still crazy. And then Wizard Lord Phoenix targeted breath attack, they've changed it to fire. So you can't hit purples. The targeted breath attack is still purple. Okay, so wait. What does this mean? Let's take a look here. I wish I could have kind of a side-by-side analysis of how crazy it is. Purple used to be... Why did I say purple? I was thinking purple balloons because they're immune to fire. Let's see how this looks. Does it feel slower? It's still kind of crazy. It's not maybe as outrageous, but it's still really good. And then Summon Phoenix is cheaper, and then Wizard Lord Phoenix. Wait, so can Wizard Lord Phoenix not hit purples? Yeah, so Wizard Lord, can this hit purple? So that can hit purple. So Wizard Lord Phoenix can't hit purples anymore. That's significant. That is a pretty significant change. Super Monkey! We weren't sure we'd see the day, but the bottom cross path is now quite used on all supers. Especially so, it seems to make Robo Monkey very powerful currently. So to address a few different concerns on Super Monkey, we're moving costs from top to the middle cross path. Wait. Laser Blast price reduced by 500. Plasma Blast reduced. It cost $1,000 less to get the top path. And Super and Epic range cost 500 more? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is wild, actually. So getting a 302 Super Monkey is really good now. It's $1,000 cheaper. Ninja Monkey. Flash Bomb has Pierce too excessive for Shinobi Tactics to do anything for it, but then lacks any actual damage output. So the high Pierce is trading in for greater damage. Master Bomber's Moab Stun was not changed when Flash Bomb stun duration was previously increased, so now it's increased as much. Flash Bomb Pierce down to 30. Oh, Flash Bomb does triple damage? What? And then Master Bomber Flash Bomb Moab. Wait, that's crazy that it does that much damage now. Okay, that's really good. And then Flash Bomb Moab stun time is a little bit longer. Okay, so Acidic Mixture Dip is a strong offender, mover, remover many weaknesses of the game, especially for low cost. Acid Pool only adds anything to the tower when there are no balloons around. So we're making it a hybrid that benefits somewhat from this upgrade while attacking normally. So Acidic Mixture Dip max stacks reduced to 30. And then Acid Pool, every 5th attack against balloon drops an Acid Pool under the target. Yo, that's really cool. Druid, please don't nerf my Druid. Please. So Heart of Thorns now cost $100 more. Heart of Thunder price reduced $150. And Druid of the Storm's price increased. That's fine. Okay, that's not. They left my Druid alone. Nice. Spike Factory. Middle Spactory. Buffs were a fair amount overdone. Cutting back more on this. So middle pass Spike Factory got nerfed by quite a bit, actually. They lost a lot of stuff. Moab damage, ability cooldown. Engineer. Improvements for Sentry Expert AI based on your feedback. So minor QOL buffs for Ultra Boost. So quality of life buffs for Ultra Boost. As it's very expensive over multiple T4s. Balloon Trap was rather unfairly able to steal all cash in co-op games. We want to avoid dividing one player's farm earnings between the group entirely, but decided on a compromise here to prevent from stealing that base amount. Okay. So Sentry Expert should react with less cold sentries in response to pink balloons and prioritize a more AoE cleanup. Okay, Sentry Expert should now react with less energy sentries in response to blue Moabs and priorities for more ceramic cleanup. Ooh, okay. So Ultra Boost Cleansing Foam Pierce by a lot. Ultra Boost ability now has a full duration on T4s. Ultra Boost ability now has full duration on T5. Balloon Trap now divides the base value of absorbed balloons between all players when collected. Any extra multiplied value is fully granted to the owner of the Balloon Trap. Okay, I like that. That seems very reasonable. So what this is saying for Balloon Trap is that when the way Balloon Trap works is when you get the money into the balloon, it like holds the money and then it gives you the money plus the bonus money. What it's saying is the Balloon Trap still holds the money. And then after it empties, all of the money that would have been earned by popping the balloons is divided amongst all the players. And then the bonus money is given to the owner of the Balloon Trap, which I think is a great solution for that. Beast Handler. Megalodon's maximum time to drag Moabs to the depths is higher than a T4 given. Now that it has to account for grabbing BADs. We've now separated this out for a separate max time for a BADs and reducing drag time for other Moabs to match the T4 again. What is happening? What is going on? Let's see. Along with much stronger and faster Thrash knockbacks, T-Rex has been generally too strong while still sitting in a spot we like in terms of gameplay, so we have slightly reduced damage and Pierce. Bottom path birds up to T3 are also just a little too good for the cost, and so we're going up about 5% with Condor's price being reduced to compensate. Nice. So Giga Tyrannosaurus, $10,000 cheaper is outrageous. Nice. And then Megalodon, knockback increased, Megalodon, Moab. I don't understand any of these. I'm leaving. So much more shifting of Gwen's power to even her out into higher tiers. So Gwen's weaker in the beginning and stronger late game. So Striker Jones is cheaper. And whoa. Look at this. He now gives bonus range and pierce to any tower in the game. Whoa. Whoa. So you can give range and pierce to any tower in the game. Striker Jones that's a really good buff. I like that a lot. So for Oben's totem could be quite unreliable. Yeah. Nature totems ward max number summoned increased from 1 to 5? Oben can summon 5 totems? Nature's War totem set to only target paths with active balloons. Oben no longer grants +1 Moab damage to tornadoes. Oben instead reduces tornado attack cooldown by 30%. Holy cow, that's wild that Oben can have 5 totems. I'm in. Okay, so sorry, Brickle. At least there's a bunch of Buccaneer and sub changes and 2 Paragon friends to work with. Yeah, so Brickle didn't get anything too exciting. So Geraldo, we feel the higher level of complexity of Geraldo, along with simply much greater effort required to produce heroes like this, places him up on an elite tier of heroes we don't necessarily want players to jump right into before learning the game more. And so they're actually making him cost 2,000 more monkey money. That's kind of crazy. So it increases his unlock cost. But they also say, along with simply much greater effort required to produce heroes like this, which I completely agree with. So they're making Geraldo more expensive so that, one, he's harder to make, so they should be compensated more for that, but also to kind of create a barrier for newer players saying like, hey, like, don't get this yet. Like, you're not ready. Don't do it. Like, if you want to work up to it or get that, like, do that, but work up to it and then have that happen. So I actually think that's very respectable. I think that's, yeah, I think that's completely fine. It's interesting. And I think I would be upset by saying like, oh, Ninka Kiwi, they're just trying to like get money out of us, but not really, because they made it very public and announced it months in advance saying, hey, we're going to hike up Geraldo's cost. We're going to buy him now if you want him. Buy him now if you want him. So they've given us plenty of opportunity and they've talked about it a lot. So I think that's perfectly fair and reasonable and makes perfect sense to do that. So I think that's fine. And more Geraldo stuff. So with Corvus, we all knew Corvus would have to come down. Yeah, that guy's a monster. He's a menace. He'll most likely still need some further tweaks, but we don't want to we want to settle him slowly and not over nerf things. I like that. Just slowly kind of twinkle it down. So yeah, I don't know what they just kind of made all the things a little weaker. So ace balance. So this is event bosses and stuff. So I don't really care too much about this, but looking forward, this is where it gets really exciting. That's the update. That's kind of what they've been working on. And that's amazing. Okay. I think this is so exciting for the future of Bloons. I think there's so much here that is so exciting and everyone is so pumped for. So I think this is just overall incredibly exciting, incredibly beautiful, incredibly just epic. If you guys enjoyed this technical video kind of going into things, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and thanks for watching, guys. See ya!